Starting a bunch of transmission stuff, blah blah blah. Okay, hello everyone. If you are here in the future, please skip ahead a couple minutes as I set things up like usual. Because apparently I need to, you know, get the link, do stuff with it. And let's see. Discord. There we go. And link has been posted. There. Okay, I'm ready. Pizza time. Okay, see you, Bean. Hey, Max. Hey, Arcus. Hey, Bean. Well, also see you because you apparently need to make some food. So. I've got a shiny clump, apparently. Okay. You know, this is for special items. That's where it belongs. Okay. Well. Right, I should probably do some redstone. That's what I was planning on doing. Hey, Kana. Yeah, I've been off of GuildRock for like the past week. I've been focusing on something else, but now there's stream day, so why not do a little bit of GuildRock? And I think I'd like to work on the racing track, so if anyone doesn't know, I'm recreating a track from Mario Kart. I'm trying to make it work like a racetrack. I don't know exactly what that would include, but okay, I do. But that's going to take a lot of work. Okay. Is this the race? No, that's going... This is going places. I don't know what kind of places that's going, but apparently it's going places. Okay. The racetrack is near Bang stuff, so I just always use his portal. It also makes Borang stuff from him a lot easier. Okay. Good to know the cobblestone is right here. And also, this guy's just doing something. Well, Bang and Tanya. Like, what even is this? I don't know. Well, it's New York, but it's big. They're doing a great job with that, and yeah. So the project I'll be working on is this thing out in the distance. It's based off of N64 Sherbet Land from, well, Mario Kart 64 and Mario Kart Wii. And down here is the system that I plan on doing a bunch of the calculations, so I need to keep track of laps for everyone. that plays it, which I'm planning on there being 8 different players that can play at the same time. So, for those of you who weren't here in the other streams, then these are the 3 different inputs for the different laps. The different, or not different lap, but like the lap checks. So, there's a system under here that checks to see if you cross the finish line. So it detects you're here. There's also one way out there. There's some missing blocks. And then one out in the cave. So my plan is there'd be a bunch of redstone lines going all the way around the track. And then they would end up back here. And currently how I have this system set up, the game thinks I'm at checkpoint 1. And then if I move to checkpoint 2, by hitting the second button, that redstone line turns off. So it detects when you go from 1 to 2. Now I need to figure out how I'm going to... So, how do I want to get this to work? I'm thinking of having a bunch of AND gates, kind of like what I have here. And I need repeaters, redstone, and torches. Redstone. I think I also need some cobblestone. So you know what that means. Time to go somewhere and borrow a little bit. Oh wow, free cobblestone. Wonder how that happened. This is not... Oh, free pat... Just kidding. Okay. Not that far. Okay, that should be enough for a while. Also, yes, if you're thinking Snowkeeper it's not stealing, it's just temporarily borrowing. Without permission. But more permanently. I don't know. Now I have cobblestone, I now need repeaters. Which I think are back at my base. Oh, I'm so organized. This is great. You don't know? There's no hypocrisy going on over here. No, it's not stealing. Okay. My base should be back here. Oh my goodness, that gas sound is so wonderful. I love it. Oh, what? Okay, so welcome to Bedrock Edition, where... make sure to slap an epilepsy warning here, because randomly Bedrock Edition randomly does that. Running back and forth to base for things you forgot. Yeah. That happens a lot when working on projects away from your main storage system. Okay. Repeaters. Because, you know, repeaters go in the valuables chest. And red dye for some reason. Interesting. Yeah, this should actually be in that chest. Also, I'm definitely running a little low on food, so I might have to get some food sometime later. But should be good for now. Might have to borrow some of Bang's beef. So. You have bread? Well, I mean, I wouldn't complain if there was a random bread delivery. Okay, don't take any more cobblestone than you need. You'll be fine. Just don't take anything. You... Oh, what's here? Okay. Okay, maybe that's a bit too much beef. And it's not even cooked anyway. Okay, there you go. You can have that back, Bang. Ow. I didn't steal anything. You have no evidence. What are you gonna get, like, video evidence of me doing that? Of course not. There is no video evidence of that. Oh wait, I'm streaming. Okay, maybe I didn't quite think it through fully. Maybe I am streaming, and maybe I did post that to the entire world. But Bang will never see it. Clips. Okay, maybe Bang will see it. In that case, then I'm probably screwed. But about this far. It goes about this far. Oh. Okay. Oh. If I can actually land, that'd be great. Thank you. There we go. Successful landing. Yeah, this deep, dark hole is so that then I can layer 8 of these machines on top of each other. Because there will be 8 players. So, now they have one AND gate, basically, detecting when I go from the checkpoint 1 to checkpoint 2. Now I need something that detects when I go from checkpoint 2 to checkpoint... I'm going to run out of space here. checkpoint 2 to checkpoint 3. So now, we're currently on checkpoint 2. Hit checkpoint 3 button, and that redstone turns off. I think. There. Yep, it turns off. So now, I need to have a system going, or detecting if we go from checkpoint 3 to checkpoint 1. So then I know when the player has increased and has gone forward a checkpoint no matter where they were. If that makes sense. I don't think it's making a whole lot of sense, but hey Akri. Come on, Arcus. I returned the beef. You can look back. I returned the beef. It's not stealing if I returned it a couple seconds later. Totally not because I was afraid of being caught. Hello, great guy in Skulk. I am in the eyes of the law, it's just the redstone is a foreign language, okay. So you understand that this machine is detecting when the player goes from a checkpoint that's lower to a checkpoint that's further along. You had the intent of thievery of the meat. Well, I'm just gonna ignore that statement and move on. Okay. So, now I need to move on to detecting when the player goes down a checkpoint, because I don't want the player to be able to go back and forth between checkpoints. So essentially what I'm explaining is you could start at checkpoint 1, go to checkpoint 2, go back to checkpoint 1, and then go back to checkpoint 2, back and forth, and that would keep on thinking that you're going forward. So I need something to counteract that, so every time you go back a checkpoint, it will decrease a counter. Okay. So this one has the longest delay. What does that mean? Oh. I think to detect when the player goes back checkpoints, I need to make... Oh, wait. I don't think this final thing will work, because it detects when I go from... You don't have evidence. Arcus really wants me to get in trouble for some reason. I don't know what's up with her. Okay. Red, we didn't steal our friend's... Exactly, it's just friendship sharing, that's all. I'm not guilty. Okay, yeah, that redstone definitely didn't turn off. But will turn off if I go from... If I go from 1 to 3, then it will turn off. Yeah. Okay, I think I know what I'm going to do here. These two are going to be... Oh, these two are going to be used for detecting when the player goes forward in checkpoints, and this one is going to be detecting when the player goes backwards in checkpoints. Since going from checkpoint 3 to checkpoint 1 is going backwards. Or no. 3, 2... Is that going back? I don't know. Well, how else am I supposed to defend myself? You totally could find evidence of me doing something suspicious? No. That's even more suspicious. Okay. Okay, that's 2 repeaters. It's increasing by 2. Okay. I think that should be good. Had to just adjust some timing so things would work out. Yo, I'm new. What is he working on? Okay, so I am working on a Mario Kart themed racetrack. I am currently working on the redstone behind it. So there are 3 checkpoints, 1 at the starting line, 1 in the cave, and 1 out there. So essentially, I want to make it so 8 players can run this race at the same time, and players aren't allowed to cheat. And there'll be some proper timing involved, like a redstone clock to, I guess, measure how long it takes them to do the course. Okay, place that block downwards somehow. Okay, now I need to connect that up with that. This is 8 ticks, so I think I want this one to be 4 ticks. Well, it's a lot of work to get this thing working, but hopefully, when it's done, it'll be a lot of fun to play. Okay, now... Let's see. Which combinations do I need to do? Currently I have checkpoint 1 to checkpoint 2, checkpoint 2 to checkpoint 3, and checkpoint 1 to checkpoint 3. So I just need to repeat that again. Checkpoint 1 to checkpoint 2. Well, and technically this will be checkpoint 2 to checkpoint 1. Oh wait. Now I need to add the 3rd line. You could do an auto dispenser that dispenses a paper that says checkpoint X when the race starts. So then they cannot jump the gun, and if they do not have all the papers, you can kill. I mean... That would work, but that feels like a less automatic system, and I would actually have to put effort into killing someone if they don't comply. Also, I think on GuildRock, I mean, technically killing is allowed, but it depends on the situation, really. You're not allowed to just go around killing everyone. Okay. I think I might have to add extra delay between that one and that one. So these have a difference of 2 ticks. That adds a difference of 4 ticks. You know, never mind. I think this should be good. Okay. Oh, hey, zombie. Oh, goodbye, zombie. So now we have all the combinations ready. So whenever we change checkpoints, so we're currently on checkpoint 3, and if we go to checkpoint 1, going from 3 to 1, you're making progress. I think that one should turn off. That one did not turn off. Okay, I need a better way of seeing when stuff happens. Looking at the redstone lines, that's kind of hard. Okay. Wow, how did I place that downwards? I don't know. Okay, that should be easier to visualize which one changes. We're currently on checkpoint 3. If we do checkpoint 1, nothing changes. Okay. This one should change. Yeah, I think I need more delay between this, more delay in here, slightly more delay here, and no more delay here. Okay, how am I going to fit that? I could go down. Okay. I could fit a repeater in here, so the signal goes around here. Okay, 1, 2, 3 repeaters. Yeah, I think that should be good. That's the most jank solution. I feel bad for anyone who is going to look at this redstone after I do it. That's 3 repeaters. That's 1.5 repeaters. That should be good. Now if I go, I'm at 1. And if I go to 3, that piston activates. Now if I go from 3 to 1, then we're making progress, and that piston should deactivate. Why isn't this working? Okay, let's count the ticks. So, this has 2 delay, this has 4 delay, this has 6 delay. All these repeaters along here are the same. 2 delay plus, that's going to be 12. 2 plus 12 is 14. This one is 4. It has 6. That's 10. And this just had 6. So that should have 6. How do I turn this torch off? Both torches need to be off. So I have to go from since this is 3, then it goes around 3. 3 turns off first. No. Red, we hear your Discord. Okay. Cracking sound. When you try to fly and break your feet. Oh, okay, yeah. So currently I'm at 1. If I go to 3, do both activate? No, 1 activates. Okay, that one works. When I go from 3 to 2, it recognizes I made backwards progress. If I go to 2 to 1, it doesn't. There's something wrong. Oh. So this is what we call, making a big dumb. Redstone signal strength. I need a repeater there. Or I can, use my 2 brain cells and unlock the 3rd dimension. Like this. Before I was constricting myself to 2 dimensions, but now I can run lines over themselves, and that should... I definitely remember placing you, piece of redstone. Did you eat today? No, I did not eat today. Sometimes It's the stupid mistakes that get me. No wonder your brain is not being a brain. I think that's because my brain's just simply tired. Okay, now if I go start from 3. I'm not on coffee because I don't want to do drugs. Okay, if I go from checkpoint 3 to checkpoint 1, that piston. One to 3. Coffee is a drug. Well, caffeine. Caffeine is a drug. Coffee is just a way of getting that drug. No, pop is a soda. Apparently going from 3 to 1 doesn't act. So, please make fun of me. For redstone to work, you actually need to place some repeaters. I was missing 2 repeaters. That's why it wasn't working. Maybe I do need some food. Okay. I go from 3 and go to 1. That piston should turn off. There we go. It works. So going from 3 to 1 is progress. Going from 1 to 2 and 2 to 3 is progress. So that one, and that. You hear that? I don't hear. My brain doesn't work today. Is your brain crying for help? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay, I'm gonna move these pistons so I don't have any useless stuff lying around, but I need to connect these 3 torches together. So the reason why I'm using torches is these redstone lines, they're always on. So if I connect them all up with torches, then once one of them turns off, then the system will detect when the player goes forward a lap. Hello, Joshua Coleman. What am I working on? Okay, so I am working on a Mario Kart track. It's based off of N64 Sherbet Land. And I'm wanting to have redstone checkpoint systems for 8 players. So this mess right here is the redstone required for 1 player. And I still need to do more. Oh, I didn't actually craft stuff there. And okay. These 3 buttons represent when the player goes over certain checkpoints. This is checkpoint 1, this is checkpoint 2, this is checkpoint 3. So if the player goes from checkpoint 1 to checkpoint 2, that redstone should turn on because the game detects that I moved forward a checkpoint. Going from checkpoint 2 to checkpoint 3 should turn it on because that's going forward. Checkpoint 3 to checkpoint 1 should also turn it on because it's going forward. Hello, Hakon. But if I go from checkpoint 3 to checkpoint 2, oh wait, that's checkpoint 1 to checkpoint 2. If I go from checkpoint 2 to checkpoint 1, then it doesn't turn on. Yeah, you wonder why I was going for the beef, or I mean, nothing happened. Legit got pork isn't. Okay. Now I need to hook up. Ow. Well, that. My parkour is great. Don't judge me. So these two are hooked up. And I also need to hook that one up. So now this redstone line should detect when the player goes backwards a checkpoint. So currently I'm at checkpoint 1. And if I go from 1 to 3, that line should turn on. There we go. That's what I wanted. Now I need to hook it up to a counter. Okay, I'm running out of cobblestone. So now okay, where do I build the counter? Oh, I fell. Okay. I'm going to fall a lot. I'm going to waste a lot of rockets here. That's just simply what's going to happen. Okay. There we go. And this is going to be for counting the backwards. My brain isn't Englishing. This is gonna go into a counter, and it's gonna count backwards every time it activates. And if I had cobblestone, I would make this one go somewhere over here to make the counter go forward. One moment, I'm just going to take a little bit of a break and get a little bit of water. So I will be back. My brain likes it when I have a little bit of water to keep me hydrated. Okay, I'm back. There we go. Does that work? I think I Wait, no, that's a screen capture. Wait, what's going on here? Screen 1. No. Capture window. What is going on here? Hello? Can you like show the screen? please. Just heading with me for a second. Something's weird is going on. Hide slash... I did that. What? Capture... Okay, there's something. What if I change it back? I don't even know what's going on. This is capturing the entire screen. I don't want it to capture the entire screen. I just want it to capture Minecraft. Screen cap. Oh, there we go. I don't want to be Alex. Oh, now that's way better. Okay. This is real redstone material. What? Bruh showed up in a biome he's not supposed to spawn, rips my head off, and huh? Okay, Hakon isn't on, so I don't know who it'd be doing that. Okay. Oh, he's talking about the admin? Okay. I'm getting out of there. Okay. Well. I now need some cobblestone, so don't mind the direction I'm headed. Arcus, you can just like minimize the tab and just come back in like 10 seconds. Okay. Yeah, now you can open up your tab again. Also, I'm definitely running out of rockets. Okay, there we go. Got some rockets. That should be good enough. Stone steel is among us little ass. Okay, now time to actually pull off some redstone. Tasty stream delay. Yes, there is some tasty stream delay. I think I could have made the stream delay better, but I forgot to. So, just deal with it, I guess. Now, counter. How do I make a counter? 2 droppers facing into each other. I'm thinking. once one of them reaches 9, then something special will happen. So what do I use? What do I use as the item? Nine won't be enough to cause the dropper to update, but I think 9 snowballs might. So, where could I get snowballs? I don't know where I could get snowballs. I wonder if this Mushroom Island might have any. Heh, so... Hi, Canna. Wow, it's cobblestone. Now I can repay my debt. Bang won't have any clue that anything happened. Thank you, Canna. Also, this is probably definitely overkill. And now snowballs. Where are the snowballs? He must have some, right? Or eggs. Okay, I should probably put some of these back. It's not stealing, it's just temporarily borrowing without permission. Okay. I actually do need a shulker of well, not a full shulker, but I think this will be useful. Right. Yes. So you believe me, Arcus. Can I'm okay. Thank you, game, for not letting me glitch myself past those blocks. So, this is what I was thinking of. There are 2 droppers here. We're gonna have 9 in total. So, Arcus. Technically, I am the law enforcement of this server. Please, there's no hypocrisy going on over here, right, chat? Nothing is going on at all. Okay. Is there, like, a comparator anywhere here? I could steal one of those. What? Okay. Time to get some quartz. Just, going to mine a little bit of quartz now. That's all. Some joint bean. Okay. Wow, Arcus, you're reporting me to server management? Wow. So you might be. Thank you, game. Potato tomato. Potato tomato? Because it's pronounced tomato, not tomato. Anyone who says tomato is weird. I would, like to load the Chunks games, please. Thank you. Oh, hey, it seems like my game is just slowly loading in. What on earth? Well, that happened. Not my T flip flops. Yeah, my boots are called T flip flop. Get it? Because flip flops. T flip. I know it's a horrible Redstone joke. Okay. Now we got some comparators. For some reason it's bright. Before it was not, and now it's bright. I don't know what's going on here. Okay. If I have 9 items, that is... And here we have a red trying to joke. Badly. I don't think he can handle the pressure of my jokes. Okay, how many eggs do I need for it to change signal strength? Okay, going from 10 to 11 changes signal strength. That's good to know. What dad jokes? Okay. So that means I don't know. What? Did I hear a clicking noise? Am I hallucinating? What are you working on? A little bit of a Redstone project. I don't know if you've seen this thing. I'm working on making a checkpoint system for the racetrack. So essentially, I have hopper minecarts underneath each of the checkpoints, and then it sends a signal to this machine, or in the future it will. And each of these buttons represent a checkpoint. There are 3 in total. Well, I'm currently loaded in checkpoint 3, and then when I go to checkpoint 1 from 3, this line gets activated by both. Because... okay. Lovely. As I was saying, when I go from checkpoint 1 to checkpoint 2, this redstone line activates, making this counter go up. Once it reaches 9, then it knows you've made through 9 checkpoints. There's 3 per lap, so that means you've done 3 laps. Once this dropper becomes 11 items, I have 2 extras just to make comparators, you know, detect the difference. So that should be... if someone dies from my hole, I'm going to laugh. You know, that could be taken a different way. Okay. Now, what do I need to do with this project? This is how we figure out when now I need to make some sort of timer. Red. Giving... I'm Canadian, I'm always sorry. I don't need that pressure plate. Okay. So, how am I going to make a counter? I could use hoppers. I think hoppers are probably the best option. I could use hopper minecarts for very precise numbers. That would be within 0.1 of a second. Or I could use hoppers and they would give 2.5 measurements per second instead of 10 from hopper minecarts. I think hoppers would be easier to work with. And realistically, people aren't going to be within like fractions of a second the majority of the time. So I could improve the system later on, but I think for now I'm going to try and use hoppers. Strange stuff? Well, this is simply just a bunch of AND gates and just a bunch of binary logic. Okay, chests. That's what I need. I'm just not gonna comment any further. There we go. And now I need a way to activate that hopper before the race starts. I think you missed the water. Did you fall in this hole? No. Okay. Now, I should probably have some sort of lever up top so then I can remote start the system. Okay, I need a lever. My inventory's so crammed with a bunch of junk. There we go, got wood. Now I can have... This is just a temporary lever. This is going to represent the start of the race. So, once the start of the race happens, that activates. Items from this chest now go down. And then, once these 9 eggs get put into this dropper, if you know, I could count 11. There we go, there's another random dropper click. There. Then it should stop the items. So, start off 2 there, 9 there. Oh, now it's going. When they get... Yeah, that works. But now, there's 11 in here. And I need to make a counter, one of these things reset after the race is done. So the race is done once this redstone line is on. So, I need to make something, so once there's... I need to activate this dropper until there's nothing left in it. So I'm going to take this redstone line, hook it all the way around. So this line represents when the machine is turned off, nobody's running, the race is over. So once the race is over, and there are items left in here, I want this dropper to get repeatedly activated. So I think if I now hook this up to a redstone clock, that should be good. There. And now, when this thing gets turned off, I want to dispense, or not dispense, drop 2 of these items into this dropper, meaning we only need to go through 9 checkpoints instead of 11. Okay. I think I'll use a sticky piston with an observer for this one. So I'm thinking of putting a sticky piston here, observer. Well, okay, I need to activate this block, so I think I actually need to lift these 2 up. So now they're lifted up. No, that's not going to work as well. I need to move it 1 over, like that. No. That. So this observer will only create 1 pulse, but I want 2. So I'm going to add a repeater there with an observer. And that should increase wait. I got it the wrong way around. I need it to activate once. The sticky piston needs to push the observer needs to fire when the sticky piston goes down and when this redstone deactivates, because that represents the game starting. I definitely placed a block there, game. I would like it if, you know, you'd actually place the blocks. There. There. Now the game has stopped. This is what happens after the race when everyone's done. All the eggs are in one dropper. And now 2 of them end up in here. And once the checkpoints are run through correctly, then oh, I'm going to get eaten alive here. Don't mind Arcus in chat. Now it's time for a little bit of cleanup for this complete mess of redstone. Well, at least it works. So now, this is a system that it counts how many items are used between all 3 laps, and if you divide that number by 2.5, you get the number of seconds. So I think this first layer I think this should be done for the first layer. All we need is 7 more of these. Oh boy. This is gonna be fun. I guess now I need to figure out the height of each machine. So that redstone is 1, 2, 3 on that torch, 4, 5 that block. Does it go underneath 5? I don't think so. So that means this should be, in the end, 40 blocks tall. That means this redstone contraption is likely going to go all the way down to Y22. This is Y38. Also, I feel like these 2 pieces and that calcite don't have any purpose. Now I can go down 5 blocks. So what would that look like? Okay. Those 3 blocks down there are going to be the same blocks as those. I think that should work. Maybe want to... do I do it a block lower? No, I think that should be fine. Any problems, I can just problem solve my way out of them. Okay, there's a row of blocks here, and these are going to have redstone torches on them, just like the layer above, like that, and these are going to be the ones with buttons. Oh, this is going to be so dense once it's done. Okay. I'd need more cobblestone, though. Which... there's cobblestone. Thank you, Canna, for delivering this. Then I don't have to be in debt towards Bang. Now, just like the top layer, I need to do repeaters on 4 ticks going out. Don't mind the chaos down there. Always happy to help. Yep. Thanks, Canna. Isn't like I could have gone to my base and found some cobblestone as well. It wasn't like I was too lazy to travel an extra little bit in the nether. Totally not. Oh, I'm missing droppers. I think up here there should be some, maybe, hopefully. No. Okay, I can just craft some. So now, I need these droppers. These droppers, they are the thing that remembers where the player, or which checkpoint the player was at last. That placed facing up. Thank you, game. There. And if you're wondering, what this thing is, this is a racetrack, and it's based off N64 Sherbet Land. If you don't know what that is, it is a Mario Kart Wii track. Well, and Mario Kart 64. And I'm trying to recreate it in Minecraft for 8 players to enjoy it at once. And I will need more comparators. Great. For there, I need regular stone as well. One of these chests should have some. There you go. Got some smooth stone. Well, yeah. Comparators. Those two go there. That should detect these droppers and read which checkpoint the player was last at. Now I need to copy that so it kind of spreads out. Instead of saying right beside each other, the lines spread out like this. Okay. So the furthest left one is the one with 2 ticks. This one is going to be 4 ticks. And that one's going to be 6. I am making a racetrack based off of Mario Kart, and this track is N64 Sherbet Land. If you know those games, you'll probably end up recognizing this. And there's a bunch of checkpoint systems here. I guess I haven't shown many people on stream today, but essentially how these checkpoint systems work is the players will be using boats with chests. And if you enter an item into them, they get picked up by the hopper minecarts under here. Each player will have a unique item in here, and that unique item will be filtered by this filter over here. I'm guessing that cobblestone just ended up, yeah, at the end. And then it'll end up activating one of these pieces of redstone. That will then go over to this machine, which is very not done. And you'll start off at checkpoint 1, and as you go through, you'll go to checkpoint 2. That'll activate that redstone line, counting, or making this dropper drop an item. If I do it again, go from 2 to 3, it increases to 3, and once this counter gets all the way up to 11, a timer will stop. So that's essentially everything. I'm just doing a bunch of the more repetitive parts since I've already designed pretty much the entire thing. Thank you. I just hope it actually ends up working. This is Bedrock Edition. Yes. I don't know how to prove it, but look at the coordinates up top. Days played, those are both Bedrock things. Yeah, I'm used to Bedrock Edition. It's what I've always played, and I do have Java. I occasionally play Java, but to me, it's not worth switching. Since You mainly play Java? Yeah. To me, Java looks weird, because Bedrock is the one that looks normal to me. Which, you know, if you like Java, continue playing it. Really, I know there's some... Oh yeah, I remember my skin. If you want to play Java, do it. If you are like me and you prefer Bedrock, then yeah, continue playing Bedrock. It's what I'm used to. That's essentially why I play it. About 3.5 years ago, I switched to PC from mobile, so that is why I played Bedrock in the first place. Since back then, I didn't know what Bedrock and Java Edition were. I just had a phone, so, well, iPod back then, and I wanted to play Minecraft. Hey, Falcon. Okay. How is this junk wired? Very poorly. Okay. Hey, Ray. I'm incoming, but what in the Redstone Sandy is this contraption? Okay, yeah. And Java Edition does have a lot of things that it does better than Bedrock, but I also think Bedrock has some things that are better than Java. One moment. So, Ray. Okay, performance, that's one thing. I find the friend system feels easier. You don't have to deal with mod launchers, and honestly, I recently discovered Modrinth, which that makes Java way better. Before I had to manually do all the mod management stuff, and that was just... that's painful. But, yeah, Modrinth makes things way easier for me. So, that's one negative of Java gone. I use Fabric and... yeah, I feel you. I would suggest using the Modrinth app, because then it automatically does updates, I think. Yeah, and Essentials, that one has a friend system. how does this garbage go again? I think like this. For some reason it looks like you have shaders on. I don't, but I think I might have... No, I don't have my ray tracing pack enabled. I don't know why. Why would it look like I have shaders on? I think he was just experiencing the new... So if you haven't played Minecraft Bedrock Edition for a while, you probably don't know that Mojang recently introduced a new update that me and the GuildRock crew, well, this group and many others, we have coined it the Spring to Lag update. Because, for some reason, they decided to move a lot of the, a lot of the calculations to do with player movement over to the server. So now the server determines where the player is, not the client. And that means there is very frequent desync. So I don't know how I could explain it to you, but when I have to eat, then I think I can explain. And you're kind of constantly rubber banding. If I try to place 5 redstone like that, 2 of them just don't place. It's even worse with the Bedrock exclusive, like, like that. That happens. It is almost impossible to use the new Bedrock, or like the Bedrock speed bridging mechanics, because the server keeps on lagging you back. Or not lagging you back, but not allowing you to place blocks. My connection to GuildRock is... low ping. Okay, let's see. CubeCraft, does it just says low ping. It used to show the exact ping. It's not a connection issue. I'm probably getting around 50 ping to GuildRock. The server's hosted in Montreal, I think. So then a lot of the Eastern players have really good connection. I'm kind of in the middle of the continent, so also Canadian, so that's kind of in the middle there. So I get solid ping, but there'll be some that probably get 20, 30 ping. And it's just, everyone experiences it. But I think as your connection gets worse, this desync stuff just gets way worse. There's an Australian on the server that the stuff he has to deal with because of it, it's just, it's rough. I wish they added something where, a new setting where you could choose if you wanted this desync stuff to happen or not. Because my theory is, I as a European played on servers and having 300 ping. Also, you may have noticed that now that I logged out and back in, apparently Uh, it's now dark when before it was bright. Bedrock Edition moment, part 2. Yeah, see, like that. What I just showed you there. Bedrock Edition has this amazing feature of being able to, like, you can place downwards. In Java Edition, you wish you could do that. You can also, like, speed bridge like that, but it's inconsistent. The update made one of Bedrock's best features. Oh, you have a mod for that? Right. Well. Can you do it on survival servers? Or is there some sort of, like, prevention between using Tweakaroo on survival? Oh, nope, not there. Wait, I was here, and I placed the torch on that face of the block. Okay. This one. I think that's the correct pattern of torches. Sometimes it has a feature which allows you to place blocks one block off the ground. Servers don't like that and just flag it, so I can't tend. Yeah, makes sense. And I think that's why Bedrock Edition changed its games then. You can no longer do that with consistency. I think the reason why they switched a lot of it over to the client, or not client, switched a lot of those calculations over to the server, is to make hacked clients less effective. Which, for PvP servers, I think can be a good change. Gives way less power to hacked clients. But it just makes the survival experience on servers like when I'm playing. Yeah, exactly. For non-PvPers, it, I guess, doesn't really help. From what I've heard, you're probably more of like a Redstone builder type. You seem to know some stuff about Redstone, I think. Okay, yeah. I kind of just do everything in Minecraft, so I enjoy myself a little bit of PvP. I build stuff as, you know, if it isn't clear, and I do redstone also if it isn't clear. You basically only use farms that you design? Yeah. I think that makes making farms a lot more fun, because then you don't have to look at tutorials at all. I guess I'm not exactly in the same way, but a lot of the time I'll just, if it's a simple thing, I'll just do redstone stuff. If it's a more complicated niche thing like this, I'll make it. Okay, so you're mostly redstone, but sometimes building. I'd say, for me personally, I'm more of a redstone player. If, you know, the name of my channel didn't at all give it away, or some of the stuff I put on my channel doesn't also give it away. Oh boy, this is gonna get real dense. But I estimate my total playtime in Minecraft like 10. Yeah, I'm not going to show my playtime because it's not quite 10k hours. But you know, it's surprisingly close. If I could, I just, there we go, I landed. I have like one world which I've barely played on, and it already has like 240 hours. I don't even AFK. Okay. Yeah. Currently, this world has been around for that many days. You see on the top, 18,000, and I've been playing for 300 of those, or not 300 of those days, but 900 of those days I've been on. Okay. The system's causing some problems. It going down so much. Yeah, there's also other players that are way more active than me. You're not seeing all the players that are on over 1,000 hours, which there are a few like that. Okay, how do I modify this garbage to be less garbage? So I need some way to power this. Oh boy. I don't think 2 repeaters... I don't think that's enough. Wait, no, that should be enough because I miscalculated before. Okay. So this should work because I am very forgetful. Okay, now I need to modify this as well to be less garbage. There. So I've probably been playing Minecraft for... Oh, is it? I think it might actually be like 10 years by now. I started back in the days of Redstone being introduced to Minecraft. There's the Nether core reactor. For any of you who remember that, you remember that ancient piece of technology? Yeah. I think I started like 0.10.0 around there. And yeah, I've stuck with it ever since. It's only like a year ago when I finally figured out how it worked via YouTube. Yeah, I don't think I ever actually used them other than in creative. Yeah, I think I also had the same thing where I randomly just crafted it because, I don't know. It includes diamonds, so it must be good. Remembering, I was 8 back then. And when I say that, I was 8 back... Oh my goodness. Okay. Is that lined up? No, that's... Wait, what is... Okay, that's how I did it. 1, 2, it's on... There we go. So, that means that you will have seen the introduction of the Nether brewing. That all came together, I think that was 0.12. I think. And then after that, there were the first Redstone updates, which were 0.13, which includes... You were really young? Yeah, I was 8. I was also really young. And somehow, I remember those first few updates. Yeah. Hoppers, I think, were 0.14. That was the comparator hoppers, droppers, dispensers. That whole stuff. And then they did the next update, which was pistons, observers, slime blocks. That was an amazing update. Then we could actually do stuff with redstone. And then 0.16 happened. It was a great update, except for it made Minecraft basically unplayable because it would crash 10 seconds into joining anything. For me specifically. Since back then I used an iPod to play Minecraft. So after that, I think I... yeah, ouch. Remembering that was like 8 years ago, so the invention of the phone probably was a thing, but it was also a long time ago. I think I might actually still have the iPod with me here. That's my brother's old phone, and yeah. There we go. I have an iPod. This thing is absolutely puny. And I believe the 0.16 update, I believe that was the one that introduced withers, ocean monuments, and that stuff. And then I think they had the main release after that, which I don't really remember much of what they did after that. I think because it was so unplayable, I kind of took a little bit of a break. Either that, or... I think a little bit after that, me and my brother... Okay. Yeah. After that, me and my brother, since he recently got Minecraft after that, I don't know what's wrong with my mind. That torch can't power that piece of redstone. Yeah, so me and my brother, we played quite a bit together. We'd start a new world like every so often. Some of them would work out, some of them wouldn't, but oftentimes we had to restart because the lag would just build up as we get cow farms and a bunch more entities. Okay, I feel like I'm missing something. Chests. I think that's what I'm missing. So, yeah, me and my brother, we would end up... I think our world slowly became longer and longer. He did back then, he got a phone, which then I think that really helped. Then he could host worlds, and we wouldn't just die from lag. And there was some stuff that I think back then it actually looked quite good. Hello, Tanya. If you get any like clips of me doing anything weird at your base, just please ignore it because it totally didn't happen. Please do not look backwards on the stream. Also, please do not ask Arcus about anything, about what I've been doing this stream. Yeah, so, yeah, I didn't do anything. Okay. Comparator. 2 blocks, redstone torch. Like, you and Bang space. The island. Okay. I need some eggs for the counter. You don't need to worry about where these eggs came from. These are totally mine. Hello, Max. I am doing stuff. A little bit tired due to just life stuff, but no. Working on a redstone contraption. This is... You totally understand what's going on here, right? I don't need to explain it at all, right? If I put some there. As a Redstone Pro, I completely understand all of this. Good. I was worried that I was gonna have to explain this entire thing again. But since you're such a Redstone Pro, I don't think I'll need to. Oh, that... I think that's 2 layers of this checkpoint system done. And if you're wondering, I need 6 more of these. Oh wait, my stream time is almost done. Well, I think we can end off the stream with a little bit of a race around the track. Maybe also patching up some of the holes that Bang created. So, this is the track. If you know Mario Kart Wii, then this will be familiar to you. Here, instead of doing a ramp, I added blue ice. So if you want to risk getting a higher time, then you can. Also, this area is not mob-proofed, so... yeah. There's the occasional explosion here. And here's an explosion that I'm going to blame... blame Bang. Wow, that was hard to say. So Max, have you played Mario Kart Wii or Mario Kart 64 at all? There's a lot of explosion. Yeah. Bang has a habit of setting off creepers. Okay. Well, this is from one of those games. Well, I think that was very good progress this stream. And I think I should check who's next. Someone must be. I need to check this stream day. Huh. So, it turns out that, you know, this guy who I've totally not been stealing from is going to be the next one streaming. He's not on. Just let me quickly yell at him to get on. Okay. There is a stream bone. There was a stream bone. I hope I didn't throw that thing out. Whoever made a bone for the stream bone, like stream torch, they really need to reconsider why they chose a bone, because that feels like the perfect item to just throw away. So there's a chance I may have tossed it away. Okay. I must stay streaming until the stream bone gets handed out. Okay. Wait, why am I going there? I think my brain just kind of turned off for a little bit. Right, I needed to go back to my base to get the stream bone. Let's hope it's in my hostile mob chest. Because if it isn't... Okay. I think that there's a different place it could be. I need to make sure I pass the torch on. I think it's in the end. Also, if you want to go to Bang's stream, you can. He started streaming. Also, make sure you don't send him any clips of my stream. Because, please don't. End is here. This chest right here, I think, contains a string bone. I think I tossed the string bone away. Okay, I'm just gonna end the stream now, so make sure you go check out Bang. His... Oh wait, he's muted. Bang, you are muted. Bang, I can't hear you. Oh wait, that's because I put you on deaf and right. Or, I muted you, yeah, there we go.
You muted me.
Yes, I muted you.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it happens.
It happens sometimes.
A lot more for some people than others.
Yeah. Can you guys hear Red now, by any chance?
Hello.
According to my OBS,
can you hear me?
You're being played, but nope, can't hear Red. That's disconcerting. Could hear me there. So let me leave the call and come back. Good plan, great plan, kaboom. Yes. I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll be here for a little bit longer as he figures out his streaming stuff. There is only one other place I can think of that the stream bone would be, and that's lying on the ground near a trial chamber. Okay. The trial chamber is somewhere out here. If not, I'll just give Bang the stream bone meal.
Especially because people said, your music makes me want to go on an adventure that involves some sort of interpretive dancing and snake charming.
What?
I can see that. I can see that being, yes. Also, Carly joined.
Context?
I don't know.
No just... Oh, Bedrock just did a Bedrock Edition. I was in one place and then I was no longer in that place.
Delightful.
Where was that trial chamber?
Can you hear Red now? Because you should be able to, since I've rejoined.
Hello, stream.
And I really hope you can. Hey, Canadian, I don't know.
Fellow Canadian.
What if I just...
I I have no clue where this trial chamber is. Okay.
He lost the trial chamber
Yeah.
and the stream bone, it seems like.
Well, I have the stream
Not
bone
sure.
meal.
Oh.
I
Tanya
think.
doesn't think they can hear you. This is very disconcerting.
Can you hear me, Bangster? I'm sorry for anyone with headphones, but headphone warning in advance.
Oh.
Okay. Negative 473. Negative 905.
He just gave me a headphone warning. I don't know what he's doing. Stream. Bang tries to figure out his audio again. Well, no, because... Okay. I'm pretty sure if I relaunch OBS, it'll probably start working. I just don't know if what that's gonna do to the actual stream itself. You want to find out? Hang on, let me do this so I can. You want to find out? We can
Sure,
find out
why
what
not?
happens. But I'm pretty sure if I just relaunch OBS, then the audio should kick back in because I can see it going.
Okay, I think the stream torch may have despawned.
Yeah, he's like the Discord audio thing is flicking. So I also might just need to stop and restart the stream, which also sucks, and I don't like doing that.
Oh, some items.
Acre, hello. Channel get unselected in the settings or something? No, it did not. It's being picked up by OBS. It's just not making it to Twitch, which makes me think I have to resets and everything. Try relaunching OBS first. I'm gonna do that. I don't know what the stream's gonna do, so I'm going to close OBS right now.
Okay.
It killed the stream. That's what it did.
Oh.
Cool.
Yeah,
Delightful.
I think that the stream torch is just gone. Or in some unknown place.
Speak, Red.
I am speaketh-ing. You want me to continue speaking? Then I will continue speaking so then you can do random OBS stuff.
Yes, you're back to... Why is it doing that? Match title, otherwise find window same type. Okay.
Oh boy, I only have one rocket left. That's gonna be rough. Welcome to GuildRock, where no technical difficulties ever happen, and we never lose stuff.
Exactly. Okay. So we're live again. I think maybe Tanya joined call and instantly muted.
Oh.
Hello.
I don't blame her.
Classic Tanya moment. OBS is again showing that the Discord audio is coming through.
My audio?
So, like just all of Discord audio, people are talking, and I'm seeing the what's it called, the audio bars
Jumping
up and down.
Yeah. Then it should be working.
But I saw that last time. Is the thing. I saw that going, and people were saying it was not working.
Tanya, is the audio working?
I'm a little bit confused because I have two audios.
And
think
it
so.
crashed. Okay.
Oof. Thumbs up. Thumbs up, everyone. Is good having stream operational now? Yes.
That Englished really well.
Yes. It Englished about as well as this situation.
No Discord audio.
Yeah. I think it was because I flew over the hood. That's why the crash happened. And there
It seems
are
like
so
a
many
crash
people
currently.
on.
Anyone in stream, can you hear Discord audio? Because if not, I'm just gonna have to, I don't know, nuke something.
So Bang, would you like me to introduce to you an aimable nuke, kinda?
Sure.
I mean, there is the downside that half the time it blows itself up instead of the target. Well, that's actually all the time, but it usually blows itself up and the target.
So I have the that's actually a good thing to look at right there. I have my stream audios routed through output 6. I should have my stream audios routed through 6.
Okay.
Is that stream audio or VOD?
Why do I not have my stream audio routed through 6? Hello, OBS?
You know, don't think about it too hard. Hey, I see you. Wow, this guy has 18 clones.
Yeah, I guess at some point on one of the updates, it reset it to 1.
You want the stream bone meal?
That is a skin right there.
Hey, we still don't hear audio.
That is truly a skin.
Change it.
Sure, I will take it. It does sometimes change the settings.
Here's the stream bone meal. Take good care of it,
so what we're gonna
unlike
do,
me.